So as I've discussed, chess has been a big part of my life. I've organized tournaments up to the U.S. Open 1988, got Bill Walton to play an exhibition match, all kinds of things. Harvard Square was a huge chess scene. I was put on a bus to New York as a kid from Scranton, where I got acclimated to chess and all kinds of things. So I'm very familiar with chess, and so I played the game over the years as online has taken off. And I've seen this whole discussion about Bobby Fischer, and mainly Magnus Carlsen and Gary Kasparov too, in terms of who's the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Something we've developed a fascination with. It used to be we didn't fascinate while someone was playing. Are they the greatest ever type of thing? But okay, look, we have this discussion. And, Magnus Carlsen is in all likelihood the strongest player of all time. And I've seen something in him psychologically, how he's wired. One person he reminded me of in terms of this fascination and kind of fearless attitude was Alex Hammond or Holman, the man who freestyled El Capitan, just in a fearless fashion. Things beyond what most of us, all human beings, could conceive of. And I heard Magnus talk about, he doesn't really consider, he's only playing for first place. And I get it, that's the attitude of someone whose mind is just wired towards winning in an unusual way. I heard Tom Brady talk about that in a conversation with Shaq recently. And still I say that, the GOAT, best player ever, sure, I would say Magnus is most likely that. Gary Kasparov, high up there. I once played him in an exhibition match, St. John, New Brunswick, some decades ago. And I still say, and here's a key point, I still say Bobby Fischer, maybe not as strong as Magnus as a player, as times change, move on, that Bobby Fischer is the GOAT because of how he influenced the culture. And I'm respectful of those who say Magnus is, although I wouldn't attach my whole life or my whole identity to it. Gentle Genius helps you get a purpose in life. Check out our website. But, and more so, Fischer, along with people like Muhammad Ali, they changed the culture. The United States was toe-to-toe in a nuclear standoff with the Soviet Union at the time. And Bobby Fischer broke through Soviet hegemony of chess. And I think we've got to consider other factors when we look at GOAT, not just the best player. Gentle Genius, thanks.